Okay, what's up guys? Welcome out here to Lisbon in Portugal, which is the capital of Portugal. I know the Spanish vlog was a bit of a disaster, but I thought I'd just show you around a little bit today and just see some of the sights around Lisbon. So first of all, let's go over here to see the harbour. Alright, and here we are at the harbour of Lisbon. So it was probably from here that all the ships were sent out that actually started the Portuguese Empire, and actually from here was the first ever ship to sail all the way around the world. That was actually the Portuguese who did that, and I'm pretty sure they would have set off from here in Lisbon. But yeah, Portugal is kind of an interesting country, because they used to be, well, they were like the first world's superpower that controlled all of the sea routes and stuff. So let's go see another spot, and I'll keep talking a little bit about that. Alright, well I came down here because I thought this was a Portuguese Navy ship, but on closer inspection, it's actually a Korean, South Korean, not North Korean, Navy ship. But the point I was going to bring in is that back in the day, the Portuguese had like a super huge navy, like before the British and the Dutch, you know, had their navy empires. The Portuguese were like the first people to do that. So in the 1500s, when they were trying to sail around the whole world, they ended up like finding a lot of ports or civilizations to link up with and influence. So they ended up with like all these ports scattered around the world where they could do their business from, including places like Macau, you know, the city next to Hong Kong, islands in like Indonesia and stuff, and also a city called Goa in India. And for like a couple hundred years they were pretty much the most dominant and richest country in Europe, but then the Dutch ended up taking over from them. But you know, it's kind of an interesting history. Portugal used to be the world's superpower like America is today. One annoying thing about Lisbon is that all the streets are like really narrow and hilly, so if you want to walk anywhere you get really tired because you have to walk up hills and stuff. But they also have these like cute little trams because the roads are so narrow and hilly, so they have to make the trams all small and stuff. It's kind of funny. Oh, but I'm gonna walk up this hill. Hopefully there'll be something cool at the top. Oh wow, what's this? Looks like they have some sort of crazy cool church here, so we'll take a peek inside. Alright, and here's something you can pay to go inside if you want. This is St. George's Castle. You can get the free view. But I'm not going to pay to go inside there because I've got to meet up for a walking tour soon. And also it's like almost 10 euros just to go inside. But it looks pretty cool. You can see like the castle walls up there and stuff. And actually, if you look at Lisbon, it really does look pretty much exactly the same as Macau, just a lot bigger. Like all these twisting roads and like stone pavement. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Reminds me of Macau. Yeah, and also this is the line for the castle. Oh, and it's gotten even bigger since I was last here. And as we know, I don't like lines. Yeah, too long for me. Alright, so that concludes my little walk around Lisbon slash little bit of knowledge I know about the place. Now I have to go over there where those people with the umbrellas are to do a walking tour, but if anything interesting happens on that, I will film it. But until then, I'll leave it there for now. So we'll see you soon. Screw you, H&M. It's time for some anti-fascist action. See how Santa feels about that. Alright, and I'm all done with that. Pro tip, if you want to score some weed in Portugal, in Lisbon, just go down that street. Like 2 or 3 people offered, and I was just minding my own business and stuff. But now we're actually going to do a food review. So yeah, let's hit this shit. Let's go. So one famous food they have in Macau is a Portuguese egg tart, and I figured since I'm in Portugal I better try the original Portuguese egg tart. So let's give this a try. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a lot sweeter than I remember in Macau. I'm gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10. Pretty good. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps up my little mini tour of Lisbon. I'm just in these little cool streets near my hostel, so it's in a nice area for exploring. But yeah, there's one more thing I'm going to show you about Lisbon, and then we'll finish the video. And one last interesting thing about Lisbon or Portugal is this. Now, I know you're thinking that's probably a nice roll. It's because I rolled it, and I'm pretty good at that. But actually, weed is decriminalized in Portugal, so I can just smoke this on the street and I won't be able to go to jail or anything, so that's pretty good. Apparently they can send me to rehab, but hopefully that won't happen. But yeah, what I've got mixed in here is some super sour diesel and some cheese kush. So let's light this up and see how it is. And there you have it, some decriminalized weed. But thank you for watching that one today, guys. Next I'm going to be in Amsterdam, so there'll be some more of this. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.